From conquest to kingdom, how the Normans set the stage for empire. The Norman Conquest didn't just change who sat on England's throne, it rewired the entire nation. From castles to courts, from language to law, the Norman legacy shaped England into a powerful medieval kingdom. But what if I told you it also laid the groundwork for something much bigger, an empire? After William the Conqueror's victory in 1066, England transformed. The Normans didn't just take over, they built a new system that would fuel England's rise to dominance. In this episode, we'll trace how post-conquest England evolved into a centralized power, setting the early stage for what would one day become the British Empire. The Normans reshaped England from the top down. Feudalism, William redistributed land to Norman nobles, creating a tight-knit network of loyalty and control. Castles, over 500 castles were built across the country, symbols of dominance and centers of military and political power. Language and culture, French became the language of the court and elite. English absorbed thousands of French words, especially in law, governance, and nobility. This wasn't just conquest, it was integration, and the start of a new kind of English identity. By the 12th century, under rulers like Henry I and Henry II, England had developed. Royal justice, the beginnings of English common law. Efficient taxation, thanks to the Domesday Book, rulers knew exactly what they could tax. Professional bureaucracy, government was no longer just noble chaos, it was structured, documented, and increasingly effective. This gave English kings real tools to govern, and later, to expand. The conquest mentality didn't end in England. Wales, Norman lords pushed into Wales almost immediately, setting up marcher lordships along the border. Scotland, conflict and diplomacy defined the relationship. While Scotland remained independent, English kings often claimed influence over it. Ireland, in the late 12th century, Anglo-Norman knights invaded Ireland at the invitation of a local king, soon leading to centuries of English involvement. This was England's first taste of overseas control. By the 13th century, England had a unified legal and political system, military experience from internal and regional conquests, an identity that fused Anglo-Saxon, Norman, and French elements into something unique. Though still a medieval kingdom, the tools of empire, administration, taxation, military might, and expansionist ambition were already in place. The Normans didn't just conquer, they constructed. What they built lasted centuries, providing the infrastructure, mindset, and ambition that would one day power an empire. As we move forward, we'll see how England turned its attention outward, toward France, the seas, and eventually the globe. Hit like, comment, and subscribe to follow England's next moves, because in the next episode, we head to the 100 Years' War and how conflict with France pushed England closer to becoming a global power.